CJ, you in, bruh?
Start video. Hang on.
But
There he is. There he is.
there you go. What's up, bruh?
Doing good. Doing good.
First things first, what are you drinking?
I'm being a good boy. Hang on. Where's my camera?
Oh shit. Okay. Look,
Being a good boy.
look. At first, I had the peanut butter whiskey mixed with Kahlua, but I'm rocking iced tea. I'm being a good boy now.
Yeah, being a good boy. I gotta watch the girlish figure. It's been pretty bad lately. So yeah. How you doing, man?
Good. That's all. Body shit. That's all an illusion. This is whatever we want it to be.
Yeah, well, do a couple 5 days on the shoot. Walking, standing all day. It hurts. It hurts.
I get you. Well, you go from that keg back to a 6-pack.
Yeah, I think probably a case. I'll be happy with a case, a keg to a case.
Yeah, shoot. First of all, I appreciate you doing this. You know, I'm not a podcast and nothing like that. I just been, of course, I watch you like in a relationship. I'll be stalking what you do.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
So I kind of wanted to pick your brain. I sent you these right here.
Yeah.
We could do this from the beginning point. Now I could do the formal editing thing, but like I said, I'm not a podcast. I just wanted to pick your brain.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Like I said, if you want to post it online, I mean, share it. I don't care. I mean, it's better, for both of us, so.
Right. I love it nowadays. Because I'm 50 years old. I remember like going to the movies and stuff like that. And it seemed like I don't look like it. We vampires. We stay young forever.
Oh yeah, 55 on Sundays. So,
You're Pisces?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're so messed up in the head. I am.
Oh yeah, say that again.
Yeah, mine was February 20th, so we all screwed up in the head. But yeah, I had these questions and stuff like that, and I just wanted to see what you thought. You could go as shallow or as deep as Atlantis as you want to get, because especially with a Pisces and a horror writer and director, I already know you screwed up, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. I'll do my best.
But when we say it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Right, it is what it is. So you got the questions there. So the first one is what are the different hats that you wear in the industry? I know you're a writer. What else do you do?
You know what? Being in the indie film community, you wear every hat. I mean, I write, direct, I do all the posters. I'm doing the editing. I do all the editing, sound, Foley. The only thing I don't do is the camera. I don't do cameras. I don't do lights.
Really?
Yeah. You know what? Because I don't know what I'm doing. So
no, I'm the same way. Okay, another thing, we may go in the left field and around the corner, but you can I already know. So you don't do the camera, you don't do the lighting. I think I said this before that I go to YouTube University.
Oh yeah, the best, by the way, the best.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from there. So with your cinematographers, and I'm assuming your DP, what kind of cameras do they use? Do you know?
We've always used Black Magic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Black Magic. Would I like to experiment with red? Maybe the next one. But like I said, all the guys I've had, I shouldn't say all the guys I've had. I had 2 guys. Brian Reyes worked at DP on my last film, the current one, The Evil 3. And then Jacob Wachowski was he did the other 2 films. And then I forgot who was the DP on The Attic. The Attic was a community. There's a studio community in Illinois, and it was basically a volunteer. And for The Attic, it was a free shoot. It was a contest. I won the script and I edited it. I think Jeremy Applebaum directed it. I think it was Reyes. I think it was Brian Reyes that did that. That's how we hooked up. So that's right. I forgot all about it. Sorry, Brian.
You're right. Jeremy Applebaum was the one where he did the cinematography, I guess, whatever you said. And Chantelly Johnson, the ghost.
Yes.
keys and banjo that I'm working on. So we rubbing elbows.
Yes. Chantel, yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought I had to put blood all over her because, like I said, we're indie, so I mean we don't have a makeup person. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean that. She's like, hose me down with blood. I don't give a shit. So yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome to work with.
I'm excited for that too. Okay, dang. Okay, it's funny because you said you don't do lighting and you don't do camera, which I totally get. I totally understand it. But if I told you, it's like I started as a screenwriter, and especially in the indie industry, don't nobody want to read a script.
Yeah.
They want to see what you can do. So we ended up investing. The exec producer Brian Petrie invested and got another camera. So we got 2 rigs. But I just want to be basic. I want to be the one sitting at home writing this shit. I don't want to, but we do what we have to do. So
yeah, I mean, I figured there's so many, like I said, there's so many hats I'm wearing. That's just less things I have to worry about. Right. So, and these guys have gone to school. They've been doing it for 10 years, their entire life. And so, I mean, I have enough problems as it is dealing with all, directing and dealing with dealing with just cast, crew, everything that could go wrong goes wrong. I figure, let's let them do it.
You scaring me. It's like, oh, maybe I should just stay at my 9 to 5 and not do this shit.
Oh, it's a job, man. It's not fun. I try, I try to make it fun. I have a pretty good sense of humor. So on set, it's stressful as all hell. Sometimes some personalities collide. Yeah. And I always try to bring out a little humor after it. Like with The Evil 3, we were such in a time crunch because majority of the stuff we were shooting was outside, exterior, and we were limited on the sunlight. So
yeah.
And we were shooting it in October. Stupid. We probably should have shot it in August, so we had the extra 3-4 hours of sunlight. I'll probably never do any exterior shoots again in the fall, but lesson learned. Okay, but like I said, we bang heads like, come on, let's go. The lighting guys, it's taking too long, and so we always make a little hint. Like I would joke, like, let's bang this out. That was the catchphrase for The Evil 3. Was let's just bang it out. Let's just bang it out. So everybody was saying, let's bang it out. Let's bang it out. So yeah, but like I said, I leave that type of stuff to the pros, and once I get settled down, I took a couple classes, like the studio, it's called Film Diner now. Herb Stanton, do you know Herb?
Yep, I know him. Yep.
Yeah, so he did a couple classes, Camera 101. So, him and I are good buddies. So I hooked up with him and, we did a couple classes. He taught, I was the student. I was his Padawan. And which is great because I'd be watching like Jeremy, do it. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell does that mean? And then he's like, and he sat me down and he showed me everything, which is great, so, I mean, would I like to learn? Oh yeah, I like to learn someday, but I guess too much juggling going on.
Yeah, see, with you, like the classes and stuff, is like I said with YouTube University, I'm learning about ISOs and aperture. I'm like, I just want to write. I don't want to, but you have to learn about how to low light with the ISOs and everything. So that's actually so you still wearing different hats. That's good shit. That's right. Damn. It's crazy. We only got past the first question.
It's gonna be 3 hours. We might have to put a pause and go to a bathroom break.
No, I should have made. We gotta listen. I could hook you up with a catheter. Listen, it's brand new. I promise.
I've got a bucket right here. That's all good.
The second question is, what is your main love in this, and what are your sub loves? For example, is it that? Well, you can answer that how you want to.
My main love, I just always, as a kid, wanted to direct and wanted to either act, and I acted before. I was in a couple of TV shows and all that, but I always wanted to make the movies and write the movies, and I just never had a chance to do it until just because of COVID. COVID came and I was sitting on my ass for 3-4 months doing nothing, and let's write a script, and that's how it all started.
What's the guy's name? Is it Carl J. Sandburg, the guy that wrote Lights Out?
David F. Sandberg.
David F. Sandberg. He wrote that with his wife in his house, and then I think James Wan picked it up.
Yep. Annabelle Creations too.
He's also, what's his name? Shazam.
Yeah. So, and that was it. One of your other questions was like, who do you look up to? And he's one of my main guys.
I swear to Satan, yes, he is. Yes, he definitely is one of mine. So you're up in there in that top 10. So it's
you're blushing.
You go read ass cheeks, but no ass kissing. Real talk. It's like I follow you. I follow Sandberg. I'm screwing up his name. James Wan, of course, James and Jordan Peele. But it's just like, I mean, because they're all a part of the independent. I mean, they don't have any barriers too much. You know what I mean? Of course, like, when it's with creativity, it's like you don't want to be restricted into this little box that I'm right now. You want to blow the hinges off the door. So,
try to.
Right. This is what they say, is better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. True.
Too much blood. I'm sorry. Build a bridge. Get over it. Third question is creativity is a never-ending road. What is the path in the filming industry do you want to see yourself? Where do you want to see yourself with it? The reason why I'm asking all of this, because like I said in that first email, Jay-Z said when he was building his company, follow a mogul, follow somebody that you idolize, and he followed Russell Simmons, and look where he is now. So I guess this is the shadow module of that. So where do you want to see CJ with the golden field on the driveway?
I mean, like I said, David is one of them as director. And you're right. Him and his wife Loda. They lived in a 1-bedroom studio apartment in Sweden, right? And that's how he got his start. And broke, no money. They would do these little shorts. Lights Out went for a film festival, won an award, and then boom, it just took up from there. I mean, and I followed him so much.
When he had to go to LA, and they had an $1,800 apartment. It was like a garage or something.
Yeah, and he had to borrow money. He had to borrow money to get there. And look at him now. Shazam, the new one, 2 or whatever the hell they're calling it. They just dropped now. I just read he just posted he wants to get back into horror, so which is a cool thing. So I'm excited about that. And the Jason Blum from Blumhouse, I looked up to him. I mean, how he got his start with Paranormal Activity and just built that production company, his house, Blumhouse. He built that to, look at it now. I mean, he did ruin the Halloween franchise on that last one. So you can't all lay golden eggs. You gotta crap one out once in a while. But that I look, to direct and produce. That's what I'm looking for in the future. Right. But like I said, just a 3. I mean, do I want to be an editor? No. Do I want to be a graphic designer for posters? No. I mean, I like to approve all that stuff. But I mean, I would really just like to direct and probably produce.
Yeah, it's funny what you mentioned about the posters and everything. I'm gonna tell you a secret, and not a lot of people know this. A lot of my editing I do on my S22 Ultra.
Nice.
And I pixelate it, and then I put it up on what's that, DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
So there's a will. There's definitely a way, for real.
Yeah. You can do. There's so much, and the cool thing about us and for us right now is just the technology's out there. Yeah. I mean, 10 years ago we could never, or maybe even 15 years ago, we could never have done any of this, without big backing. So, I mean, it's just great. And it's cool for like guys like us. There's really no excuse. I mean, you could film a movie on your iPhone 10, or 12 or whatever you have. That's the cool thing about it. And it's going to look just as good. Just download a couple apps. Filmic Pro is a great one. And then just go shoot, and there you go.
Seriously, there it is. It's like, wow, let's go. I mean, but that's how I was. I'm like, okay, I want to do this. And like, I think the first movie that I saw that I really wanted to know how they did it was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome at the Evergreen Plaza on the South Side. I was like, okay, I want to learn how to do this, but that's kind of where it started. But now it's available. It's like the only thing that's stopping us is us. So
that's it. That's the only thing that's stopping us. The same thing when I was younger too. I was a big fan of watching those, the behind the scene movies, behind the scenes. Yep. I mean, and it's amazing just the process I get people like, like my friends have zero clue of what goes on in the industry, and oh, why does it take so long? And I'm like, hey man, that 2-hour movie probably took a year and a half to make.
3 years for real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot more to it. Yeah, for real. Fourth question. I should have set this for like 2 hours because I'm feeling like we it is.
Listen, I got my schedule's clear, so I'm just editing. That's it. Taking a break.
Of the different genres, this is where the Piscean comes in. Why horror?
You know what? Now, mind you, I'm a superhero guy, right?
Okay, wait. Marvel or DC?
I swing both ways.
I was a here.
I swing both ways, my man, on that one. I swing both ways. It doesn't matter. They're both, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. Hopefully James Gunn cleans up DC. Marvel, that's another podcast in itself. On my feeling with the latest Marvel, but I like both. I like both. I was a comic book collector. I used to draw back in the day.
Me too. Yep, I had Marvel Universe. I was hooked. I swear I wanted to be Nightcrawler or Beast.
Yeah. I was a Wolverine. I was a big Wolverine fan back in the day, and then I think I stopped. I mean, when I turned like around 14, 15, I stopped. I mean, we're just talking about Frank Miller, the last podcast. I don't know if the guy knows Frank Miller, and which was super cool. So I'm like, dude, I have Dark Knight 1 original, first printing and all that stuff. So, but I also like action movies too, sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi. I think horror. I just wrote a horror script and it popped. I wrote BL. And it just poof. I posted on a couple websites, Simply Script, which is a great website for writers, and a couple other scripts, and it just kind of blew up from there. And then just I'm typecast as a horror guy now, I guess.
But ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
and it's cheap to make. I mean, I wrote a couple scripts, action scripts, and you need $1 million budget. Horror, you could do a horror for a couple $1,000.
It's feasible. You can do what you want. It's going to draw people in. Like you say, you don't need or B cast list or nothing like that. I think the biggest. I'm from the South Side, so I may use some, but I've been in Wisconsin for 20 years, so I'm kind of in the middle. I think the biggest come up was the budget and the outcome of what they had when they did going all the way back to Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
The biggest come up. I'm like, that was better than Castro money. Are you freaking kidding?
Yeah. Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity. Yep. I mean, and it was guys with. I mean, they didn't have cell phones back then, but just VHS cameras, like the cheap shit you would buy at J.C. Penney's or Ward's.
Right. Nobody know about J.C. Penney or Montgomery Ward's.
Montgomery Ward's.
Hell, wow.
Good old days.
It's funny because Jason Blum was saying that when in Paranormal Activity 1, he was the one that pulled the covers off of the bed.
Yeah.
Trivial stuff. That's like reading the old school cassette tapes and you go inside to read the credits.
Yeah.
The little background stuff is the cool shit to read about.
Yeah, I like that. They did a behind the scenes video on the making of that. He did, which is pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's how they did it. And then it was on a budget. And it was in Chicago. They filmed it in Chicago. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's good shit. Where are we at? We are on number 5. Okay. Whether it's creativity in editing, casting, or production, or whatever roadblocks may come up, this is a question personally for me. What you going in this? Because this right here is my room. This is where I do everything. What keeps you going when you got those roadblocks?
You know what? I've said this multiple times. I always have a plan B and a plan C, right? Because things are gonna go wrong. I mean, you name it. I mean, there's I don't know if you can swear. Shit that's been thrown in left field.
I curse like so let it fly.
Yeah, whatever could go wrong goes wrong. And I knew that. I knew that going in. So I always thought in my back of my head I'd have a plan B and a plan C. But whatever roadblocks keep you going is just to get it done. I mean, you have 5, 6, 10 people that are relying on you, right? You know, your crew and your cast. And you just, yeah, you know, and they're relying on you. And trust me, during the Evil 3, there was some battles going. And the point where, you know, I'm a big dude, right? You know, and I was like, shit, you know, driving the set on the next, you know, we had a bad day. And then, you know, I'm like, all right, I was up all night thinking, like, what could I do to rectify it and not have what happened last night again? You know, what could I do? And I'm driving a set, and I got to the point where I was like, you know, shit, I wanted to start crying, you know?
You go quick resolution on some shit that, yeah, it says unstable. It's still going to go through. We should still be fine.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, and I was just driving. I'm like, you know, I just want to quit, you know, just cancel. I go, you know what? I got too much. There's too much money invested in this, by the way. You know, I got my contributors and all that from the Indiegogo. You know, I got the crew cast too, you know, and it took, it was only a couple seconds. And then, you know, and I'm like, fuck it, let's get her done, right? Let's get it done and bang it out. And we went on set on I think that was a Saturday, and it got to a point where just bam, 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 and we were ahead of schedule. We were 3 hours ahead of schedule, and we're like, oh shit, you know, the actors aren't coming to the next wave of actors, the next scene. You know, they're like due here in 2 hours. So we had lunch, thank God. We called the actors, hey, get here now, leave now. But yeah, I mean, it's just you know, you're kind of like the father figure, right?
Yeah.
In the cast and crew, your family, and you're the breadwinner, and you just got to make those decisions, and that's just the part of it. So
yeah, that, you know, as soon as you said you had like 10 people counting on you, my heart sank into my throat. My stomach, because that's how it feels. It's like, okay, I got these people that want to be a part of this. I don't want to let them down. I want to do a good production. You want to wow people. So it's like the music industry. Like, perfect example. I'm going in the left field now, so follow me.
Oh yeah.
Like when the new artists, I remember when Toni Braxton first came out, one thing people could not predict was how well she would sell. Same thing with the movie industry. You don't know how well people are going to take it, and it's not about money. It's for the love of it. But you want to do some good shit. Otherwise, you're wasting like 20 people's time, and you don't want to come off like that. That whole crying thing, bro. If these walls can talk, holy shit. I swear to Satan, I see it like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But you're right. You know, you just keep on going.
You just got to snap out of it. You got to snap out of it, and, you know, be confident in yourself, right? So, I mean, it hits you, and it hits, I think, every director, big or small. But I mean, you just got to suck it up, Buttercup, and get her done.
I want to index to clear that shit out. I swear. Fudge. But it's funny when you say bang it out. That was y'all saying.
Yeah, bang it out.
Another person I follow a lot, I follow often, was Darius Kanji, the one that directed, well, he did the cinematography for Seven, but also David Fincher.
Yeah, Fincher.
Yeah, Fincher would always say, again, one more, I forgot his term. He said, another time, he would say that to the point where it drove people like Ed Norton crazy. So yeah. I think we got a couple of sayings, but it just happens. So I get that.
Yeah. But that's usually how it goes on set, my thing.
Yep. Damn, we're on number 6. Okay. Did you ever attend? Okay, I think we talked about this already. Did you ever attend any film schools, or theater to gain your love? And
I took a class in community college. I think I lasted one day. It was a writing class. And this is before computer. I can't say it was before computers. It wasn't, nothing was, there was no cell phones back then. So, it was typewriter. It was typewriter, or, Word. There's no final draft or no spell check. And, my spelling's probably at a first grade level, I'm going to say. So that and grammar.
Thank goodness for Grammarly shit.
Oh yeah, I got Grammarly, I got Ginger, I got them all to double check. So, but I have a writing partner, so I blow out everything. There you go, fix it and clean it up, and let's rock it. So, But I went one day and that was it, you know. So, and I'm self-taught, you know, the college of YouTube. I mean, I've watched so on directing and dealing with, you know, actors and dealing with children actors and you know, YouTube, you know, and there's so many, and you could pay for stuff. There's so many online pay classes that you could take. It's YouTube. YouTube's free. All right, you got to deal with some commercials once in a while, but I've learned so much watching YouTube.
Subscribe to premium, so I'll get that 5-second commercial shit.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's like, what is it, Studio Binder and Film Courage? It's like those are my truths right there. Seriously.
Yeah, Film Riot. I like Film Riot. They're another good one.
Film Riot is another one. Yep. And going back to Sandberg, I think it was Pony Smasher or something.
Yeah, Pony Smashers is a crazy name. That was he was a cartoon guy. He did a bunch of animated stuff in Sweden, so that was the reason why it's called Pony Smasher.
Yep, I get that. So we have a lot of cinematic independent profits that the same line. So I'm feeling kind of good about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Number 7. Who are some of the, we already talked about that. Who are some of the writers and directors that you admire creative wise and why? But we kind of, if you want to re-hit that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like you said, we you know, writers, you know, Quentin Tarantino, you know, people don't really think of him as more of a director, but you know, he's a great writer.
Yep.
You know, so then, you know, like I said, Sandberg, Juan, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, obviously you're going to get Spielberg, you know, and all the, you know, Lucas, but I mean, it's Sandberg, Juan, and obviously Tarantino's. I mean, I remember seeing which one was it? Pulp Fiction. I remember seeing Pulp Fiction. We went to the theater, and you know, obviously it was his first movie, and it, you know, it jumps so much. The movie jumps to a point where we went in there and we were drinking, so we were pretty hammered. You know, we were a bunch of young whippersnappers back then, and we thought the projector screwed up. So we're like, "Boo, you suck! You know, it's the wrong tape. It's the wrong." You know, I was so confused, and I think it happened to a lot of people back then because Tarantino was just beyond his time, and
100%.
yeah, and then I think I've seen every one of his films. So yeah, great. There's a great documentary that's on TV right now. I don't know if it's Tubi or Netflix or whatever. Django or something like that. Tarantino, I don't know, but he has a good documentary just came out.
Django Unchained, right?
Yeah, but I think the documentary, is that the name of, I mean, obviously the movie.
Oh,
there's a documentary called something like that. Dango or whatever, Quentin Tarantino filmmaking, whatever. And it's about all of his films, his career. It's pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool. It's funny, going back to Tarantino again. I remember listening to one of his videos at YouTube University, and he was doing From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah,
I think he fucked around and fired everybody because they weren't doing what he wanted him to do. I'm like,
oh yeah,
balls, but you know what you want, especially like with you. You got it in your head. It's back to getting out. If somebody not acting right, they're not right. They get left.
And that's you know, and he's like, there's no cell phones on his set, and he'll fire you right there. I mean, that's you just gotta, you know, being a director too is, you know, it's gotta, you have to be like a sergeant, military drill camp.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, you're gonna have some of the PAs and some of the crew. They'll be on their cell phones, and you just gotta, you know, let's go. You know, let's move it. You know, it's like that on every set, I'm sure, but. You know, being an indie, you really can't afford to. You're fired, and
right. Like, wait a minute, I was just playing. I was just bullshit.
Yeah. Well, who's gonna do that? Who's gonna pull focus? Oh shit. So, yeah, but like I said, you just got to keep being in India. Everything's so fast. Yeah, you just got to keep them along. Yeah. Will they do cell phones? Yeah, but I mean, you just got to tell them in the beginning, hey, let's not do that. Cell phones off. You know, they should all be professionals, but. We can't afford the luxury of having backup.
Right. Luckily, like I said, out of the 10 actors that's in this actual film, 2 of them, I served in the Marine Corps. 2 of them served in the Army. One of them is a Ranger, and one was in from like 2009 to 2017. And just the energy. So it's like we kind of got that aligned, even just when we do the powwow talking. So
nice.
I don't think we're going to have that. I think it's going to be a good deal. But anyway, I don't want to talk about me. I want to pick that motherfucker right there. It ain't about me. We are on number 8. Oh yeah. What's your greatest accomplishment so far
Mm.
with this?
I think greatest accomplishment is the awards. Hitting the film festivals. So BL was just on fire. Evil's Revenge did good. But BL, that was my first. That just took off. So I'm just saying, I'm just happy with that. To go over the Chicago Horror Film Festival. So I'm the new festival director of that. So it's gonna be its 24th year. So big things planned. So my goal is for that and just to help filmmakers, indie filmmakers. Mm-hmm. So and trust me, I've only been doing this. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, right? So I take all my business experience in every company I do and just boom, boom, boom. So it's like a template. So I take that template and put it in the film industry, right? Yep. So my goal, especially with the film festivals, a majority of film festivals are operated by fans. Okay, not many are really that I know of that are operated by filmmakers. So I want to take that filmmaker. Hey, we love horror, yeah, but what can I do to promote your career? What's the next step up with promotion, SEO, right? That's a big thing. You want to get to a point when you Google your name, you want to fill up that page of results.
Yep. I totally hit it. Yep.
Yeah. So, but being accomplished, I think the film festival really kind of like, I really don't suck, or I'm not that bad.
Look, some of y'all actually like what the hell I'm doing, so I'm doing something right.
Yeah. So it's just, so I think that's about it. Just making something and having people like it and enjoy it.
When you're sitting here with a blank page and a pen, that's so hard to determine.
Yeah, it's hard.
You can get the worst. I think I found out the worst thing that you can have in this industry are yes men and women. People agree with you because they want in. I'm like, if this sucks, I'd rather have you tell me than have Chicago, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Michigan, whatever. I'd rather have the people in my circle tell me than outwards. Because you can get. I guess we learn discernment, but our own creations, we're always going to down it until we get affirmation that, okay, people are actually willing to get in their cars, put on decent clothes and come to see this.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So then, you got something. We are on number 9. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of a long one. It says, in your opinion, where do you see the film industry swaying going as the world follows trends like sheep? I ain't gonna go too much further, but people, the filming industry, especially Hollywood, follows right now. They're on love stories and superheroes. We just talked about that.
Yeah,
the independent film.
I think the industries go with movies that.
Say it again.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit. I think the project that where the industry is going, and I kind of hope, is they're going to start looking. I made a couple memes last year where it'll be, 2 executives from Hollywood sitting drinking a Starbucks. We should make a film, and then there's like a crowd, 100,000 people in a stadium. Like, we're writers, we're directors, pick us, and let's just remake something, right? I think in the last 5 years, Hollywood is, Disney, have they really come up with anything new? It's just, let's take a cartoon and remake it every year.
Yep.
Yeah, let's remake it every year. Or Star Wars. What else can we suck off of it? Let's make I'm waiting for a Jar Jar Binks series to come out for Star Wars.
Yeah.
But the remakes and the people are getting sick of it. They're bombing. Ant-Man 2, or Ant-Man, was it Ant-Man 3? That's bombing because it's just it's a CGI fest and just lazy writing. Yep. Okay, so I'm thinking with Terrifier 2, the success for that.
Yes.
With Skidmarink. I haven't seen it. It's an artsy movie, but it made some. I think it cost now there's another thing, like 10, 15,000. It's made a couple million. The Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean that. They said they spent 100,000. I'm like, somebody lined their pockets on that one.
Right.
And I think they're going to start focusing. Hey, you know what? Sooner or later, Hollywood's going to be like writing checks and like this shit ain't making any money. Let's get rid of the club, the cool kids club. Sorry, Seth Rogen. I think your time's up because you haven't, he's just been bombing it, and they keep on going to guys like him. Let's get some. There's so much talent out there, right? And let's focus on that, and let's get some guys up here, like the guy that wrote Barbarian. Okay? I forgot his name, but he just signed a $38 million. He sold a new script for $38 million. Right?
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and there's so much new talent out there. So hopefully Hollywood wakes up and says, you know what, screw this area, this
bullshit we've been following for so long, and look at these independents because they're on fire. We're like beer and they're champagne. Because they look at the profit margin and they look at the fear of not making profits, but independent is like, it's on fire.
It's so many stories. I mean, they're remaking Lost Boys, right? And I saw the cast of Lost Boys. I mean, the barista at Starbucks today looked tougher than any of these guys. Roadhouse. That is. I think that's going to be the end of it, because how could you replace Patrick Swayze?
You can't.
And there's just so many they're coming out with, and it's just like I said, Disney. I canceled my subscription with happiness. And hopefully they're going to see it and realize, and maybe turn some heads, or some heads will roll and say, hey, Cam's out there, I'm out there, these guys are out there, let's give them a shot, like David F. Sember. They gave him a shot, and boom. So I hope.
Are we just?
That's what we're talking.
Right now. No, that's fine. It's funny because this goes to show how much I've been following you. That the meme you said with the two execs and the people in the crowd. I know when the fuck you posted that. I mean, I look at people who say they're doing it and who's doing it, and it's clear to tell. It's clear to see who's actually doing it, not just the picture, just them sitting like this or behind the camera cheesing or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless it's behind the scenes, like legit behind the scenes photos, it's like, why the fuck are you looking at me, looking at you? You should be looking at that. So
yeah. That's not me. I mean, you follow me on Facebook. I post silly memes, like, oh, I got to edit today, and I show a Mac, Apple IIe on my editing computer. So yeah, I'm not all about ego.
No, I remember, and tell me if I'm wrong, you went on some kind of trip, and I think you were on a cruise, and you were editing in your room.
Yeah.
You had some people come in to look at it.
Yeah. What was that? What was I doing?
You had like two different groups of people. The first group was really, really feeling it, and then the second group, it was a couple of older people, and at some parts they really didn't get. I want to say it was last year. I can't tell you what I had to eat for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I don't even know what the hell I had to eat yesterday. I mean, I've been to Kentucky a couple times. 2 years ago, in BL, I hit Houston, and I don't like flying, right? I don't like flying at all. So, I don't remember that. Like I said, it's usually, my life's pretty crazy and chaotic. I have people text me and oh, you haven't gotten back to me. I go, you know what? I'm sorry, because it's, I got different directions in every aspect of, girlfriend, this business, the other business. So
yeah,
it sounds familiar. I just can't think of it. But then again, like I said, I don't even know what the hell I had for breakfast yesterday.
Well, you're like what, 260, 265 pounds, 6'1", 6'2"?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Big ass head.
I'm about a biscuit over 300, I think. Now, so
6'1", 250. That's what I said. No, the reason why I say that, that's all. No disrespect. But the reason why I asked is because I remember you were sitting at the desk that came in on the door, and you were doing some kind of video editing, and I ended up It says your connection is unstable. So are the people that's on here. Okay, okay, there it is. So I'll look through there and find it, and I'll send it to you that way, so I can remind you of it. I think you're frozen.
Yeah, no, you're breaking up though. I gotta say, you're breaking up. You're frozen right now.
Okay, yeah, it's coming in and out. This is welcome to the internet. We still
yeah.
We still frozen. Okay.
Yeah, well, I think you're frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, you're frozen right now.
Can you hear me?
All right, you're back. You're back. Oh.
I wish we just had the cans and I could just extend it to the south. What side of Chicago are you on?
I'm in Burbs. I'm right near Schaumburg. In the Burbs.
I know it's Schaumburg. I used to work for a company done by I used to work for Armor Truck Company. Their headquarters is in Schaumburg.
Nice.
So two more questions.
Yeah.
I love picking your brain. Like I said, it's like it's actually,
cool.
It's really helping me, believe it or not. This is gonna put you in a Russell Simmons position, all right? It says, do you have any business advice for someone like me where I am in the industry independently? I mean, because you kind of know what I don't like. This sounds arrogant. I'm working on my first independent film. I already got the actors. I got the locations. We have our own equipment. We have our own software. The exec producer has a IT guy. So we got these elemental factors, base factors already. Not that there's some trick or some edge that gets you over the edge because the work gets you over the edge.
Yeah.
If I was a Joe Schmo and we never had this fucked up conversation, what would you say?
You know what? Treat it like a business, and it is a business. I mean, I don't know if you did any crowdfunding. Did you do any crowdfunding on this, or?
I did.
I too, but it's just
I did. I followed you, and I did Indiegogo for the hoodies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but yours was much more colorful, meaning like descriptive. Fan participating with like meet this and meet that. I was like, wow, hell, bro, I even had Horns of Halo coasters.
I like that.
But no, I did that, and it was mediocre. Not that we were. I mean, what you get is what you get. You don't want to do something for nothing. Like, please help us. You want to give people, like, especially fans, something tangible. And you
breaking up again. You're freezing.
I need to move this. Okay, what about now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're frozen.
I'm sweet. There we go.
Yeah. Am I frozen?
No, I see you going. I got you.
Yeah, I'm swaying back and forth. Yeah, you're frozen on my screen. So
yeah, I'm looking at you. Hopefully this pans out at the end of this whole thing. But
yeah, I got full bars.
No, it's the internet I got Spectrum chart or something like that. But
yeah, you're breaking up.
Let's move away. Let's see. What about now?
No, that's cool.
Hey, let me run around the room.
You're still frozen. I can hear you.
Okay.
It was all static.
This is insane. I can't see the bars. I think I'm okay on here.
Yeah. Like your picture's frozen. Well, there you go. All right, you're somewhat live.
I can
a little.
Hopefully it'll catch up to the
you're frozen.
Audio catch up to the video.
Yeah. Do you have like Wi-Fi or something, or?
Huh? What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you near? I mean, do you have Wi-Fi? Are you near the Wi-Fi? Because if you're, I'm right next to my Wi-Fi.
See the Wi-Fi.
But like I said, you're frozen right there.
The Wi-Fi is in the next room over, but goodness, let me see.
Yeah, because you're frozen. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. There. Yeah, you're lagging. Look, see, yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
Okay.
So much. Are you there? Say something.
Say something.
I'm doing a little better. Yeah, it's lagging pretty bad.
I am going to move myself around. Here, let's see. Give me a second. Am I still on? Or no? Am I still on? What about now?
Oh, all right, you're back.
There we go.
Oh,
That's, you know what,
froze
bro?
again. Froze again. Yeah.
Still frozen?
You froze.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't,
you're like breaking in up.
this is insane. This is actually frustrating. Can you hear me at least?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know the internet technology. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Um, yeah, hopefully
Yeah, I
I'll
can hear you.
work on the whole editing thing after that, but am I still frozen?
Yeah. Yeah, you're still frozen. I can hear you though.
Goodness. Like I said, I'll see what it does after this. Well, I don't know how much time we got, but the last question was, you said talk.
Doing Bill. There you are.
Oh, goodness. So
I don't hear you. I see you.
check. This is crazy.
That's some. Is that what is that? Is that AOL? That's yeah.
No, it's Spectrum. I got Spectrum Internet. It's right in the next room. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So am I still frozen?
Yeah, because I hear static. There's like static, then it's like you talking. That's
It's
messed up.
yeah, it is. I gotta figure out what. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
you're frozen. I could. Yeah, you're frozen.
Uh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get through this last question. It says talk. You said talk to you about the other thing. Is it SEC or SOC? No, it was something that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, SEO, SEO. So he's back. He's back. He's back.
There we go.
There you go. You hear me?
I can hear you perfectly clear. I'm gonna snap on Spectrum.
There you go. There you go. No, there's what I was saying when we talked earlier about SEO, search engine optimization.
Uh-huh. I can still hear you.
Oh yeah, I got Comcast. Comcast is terrible. Yeah, I have Comcast. It's terrible. But no, but I was saying, like self promotion and all that. The goal with the film festivals promote film makers. So SEO, search engine optimization, for websites, but it could also be used for us. Like when somebody does a Google search your name. So, and basically what I do is like with your podcast right now, you put CJ Vecchio, down this, Google will read that. Press releases, I do a lot of free press releases, especially now with the film festival. And all the podcasts. I mean, that's your idea. So when somebody like, let's say a Hollywood executive is like, who in the hell is this guy? They do a search and boom, they want to try to have 80% of the front page stuff about you, right? To give you a little bit of credibility. So that was a big thing because you said something about, well, maybe I'll post it or maybe not. I'm like, I'll post it, throw my name on there, throw your name on there, and get some be on the some SEO.
Indeed, indeed. It's funny because for 3 years prior, even what about now? Are we there now or yeah, you're frozen.
Now you're breaking up.
This is driving me insane. The next
I hear you. I can hear you.
okay. The next time I do this, I mean, hopefully I'll
Yeah.
get this figured out. Um, we still frozen?
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, but you're not. That's the crazy thing. The
Yeah, that's weird.
So I'm gonna look that up SEO because for the past like 3 years since well, I started this about like 6, 7 years ago, especially with writing. And,
Hmm.
and I was on IMDb Pro, and that's kind of pricey to have a year, but that seemed like that'd be more helpful for actors and stuff like that versus directors and film producers,
Yep.
things like that. So I canceled it. I had access to a lot of different film production companies, but of course, going back to if you don't have that product, if you don't have that film, it's like almost trying to look for a literary agent, like a talent agent.
Yeah.
You're a director. It's like those are like pink elephant unicorns. They fucking don't exist.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
definitely.
think that's the only thing yeah, that's the only thing IMDb Pro is good for is when you're trying to search for, an agent and a producer, stuff like that. Any, for actors or just adding credit, it's really nothing. You can get the free service. And that's, I pay for the pro just because like I said, it's easier for me to I gotta add to the movie credits and all that type of crap. But yeah, I mean it's but the main thing, like I said, you just want to get, your name out there and is make as much as you can, make it good, right? I mean, he doesn't want to just make it just to make it. You just make sure there's a story behind it, and and if you need any help, man, I'd be honored to help you out. Or if you need anything to look over or suggestions, I mean, especially like today, it's super cool. But where are you filming at, by the way?
Up here in Wisconsin, and did you know that in the state of Wisconsin, you do not need a filming permit?
Ooh,
Eyebrows touch their forehead. Yeah, in the state of Wisconsin, like certain places, for example, like conservation parks, you do, but filming like out in public, unlike Illinois or California or even Texas, you don't need a permit here. I mean, in this film, I have a couple of business owners
oh,
that's allowing me to film in their business, and I just a filming agreement with them. But yeah, you don't need a permit here. So yeah, I'm filming up here.
yeah, Chicago. Chicago. When I filmed the Evil 3, there was a couple scenes we're gonna film at a forest preserve. And in Chicago, you got Chicago, then you have like Cook County, and you have all these little smaller counties. And Chicago's part of Cook County, for people that don't know, and it's corrupt, right? And to get a permit to film at a Cook County Forest Preserve, when they found out it was a film, they wanted $345 an hour, and then a $40 an hour. You have to have a forest preserve cop, which I don't mind that. But I was like, we're filming 12 hours, 2 days. I mean, I can't afford that's not in our budget. So the next county over, which is Kendall County, Kendall or Kane, I forgot. They just wanted $50 a day.
Kane County.
So Kane County, $50 a day, full Cote Blanc. You could have the entire forest preserve. And I was like, whoa, perfect. And it was like only an extra 10-minute drive up the highway. So yeah, I mean that's Chicago. Dealing with Chicago, it's just so many headaches. I don't even want to deal with it.
Just curious, what forest preserve were you going to film at? Was it on the south side?
Nope.
It's pausing.
Oh no. Right near Elgin. Shoe Factory Road, right off the Kennedy and Route 59. Hoffman Estates, I want to say.
Yeah.
Hoffman Estates.
Area, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up when I grew up.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. I grew up on the south side. There was a forest preserve there. We used to run through there. So surprised we didn't become a horror movie. So that was for real. Times have changed. But
Oh yeah.
but I appreciate this so much, bro. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of editing, and I'm gonna snap on fucking Spectrum.
Nice.
Yeah,
Get
and
a couple 3 months out of them.
right for real. I'm like, I did a really important video, and I couldn't even hear the person. I might as well just.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go and get some adult beverages because I need one after this.
Nice. I might have one tonight. I gotta do a little editing still, and then I might sit back, watch the movie. and then just chill, I think, for tonight. So
Well, I appreciate you, bro. If I need your help, I definitely will. I know I'm gonna need your help on this just by what you're doing. So
oh yeah, I'm here for you. You know that. I'm here for you. So
okay, so we'll be talking at the crossroads. I think I sent you my number anyway, but thank you so much for this, bro.
perfect, man. Appreciate it. It's fun. I'll talk to you later.
All right, be easy, bro.
Ciao.